What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and the game just went final, so I wanted to give you guys my take analysis and takeaways from this particular game. Something about us playing Indiana, I don't know what it is, but it's like we just have to play close against these guys. And I gotta give my hats off, tip my hat to these guys. I mean, they played really tough. They didn't give up. They didn't fall down and just let us roll over them. They played hard all the way to the end. So gotta give my hat, tip my hat to that. Um, and for whatever reason it is, we just play really. I don't know if it's we play tight against these guys or they just have our number, but you know, it's like close but no cigar. So as I put in my previous video, we haven't lost at home against these guys since the 60s, and that trend is going to continue again. Um, like I said, game was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I mean, I guess I should have known since these guys have played us tough, but I thought this year would be a little bit different as far as, you know, the way that we've been playing, that it would be less of a competitive game, but I was wrong on that. But you know what? I think this is a good thing. And the reason I say that is because, um, other than the Notre Dame game that we obviously lost and the Northwestern game that we came back and won, a lot of these games have just been complete blowouts, no resistance or anything like that. So it was good that we got into playing a game where it counted that um, we had to basically execute in the fourth quarter. Now, I will say this, um, and I think the only reason that this game was as close as it was is six field goals. Six field goals. A whole lot of that is us failing in the red zone. I'll tip my hat to Indiana that they were able to hold us to six field goals in the red zone like that. But red zone execution has to be much better. Um, we have so many points on the table in this game, including at the end of the half. I don't know what that was. Um, Terrible play call. It didn't help that the referee dropped the football, and that's another story in itself. But you just have to, the play calling has to be better. Um, we can't afford against better teams, to get into the red zone and only kick field goals. So that has to change. Um, honorary the game ball has to go to Moody for, not only kicking the six field goals, 6 for 6, but also, on kickoffs, kicking it deep into the end zone and not allowing any returns. Um, and I thought that was interesting that they went with him for kicking field goals this game, but I guess Harbaugh just got tired of Quinn Nordine just being shaky. We're going to need some sort of consistent kicking game once we go against better teams, and we can't afford to be not knowing whether or not our kicker is going to be able to hit, the big field goal. So 6 for 6, the difference in the game, obviously, and I was just disappointed that we weren't able to execute better in the red zone. I mean, we moved the ball so effortlessly. Uh, I don't remember seeing us punting once. I mean, we just kept moving the football, doing pretty much what we wanted to do. Um, we had that one interception where Shea got hit, but other than that, the defense. I mean, the offense was really rolling. Running the football great, the RPO working to perfection, getting big plays in the passing game. I thought the offense to me played better than the defense did. And it's weird to say. Typically, it's the other way around, but Indiana's offense was able to do a lot of things in this game. Mainly, and this is something that's got to get shut down, is they just got killed on those crossing patterns. It's not the first time. I mean, it wasn't before. It wasn't the crossing routes that were killing us. It was the quick slants. But this game, Indiana just was just killing us with those crossing routes. Uh, Big chunk plays with the crossing routes, and big plays with Ramsey just beating us with our feet. And both of those are just due to the man coverage and just leaving the middle of the field wide open, especially when we blitz with the linebackers. So this game, the defense didn't play their best game. I mean, obviously some of that has to go to Indiana's offense and, you know, what they were able to do on offense, especially running the football. When you look at it, actually passing the football, I mean, Ramsey was like less than 50% passing. And so from that standpoint, I mean, you know, holding a quarterback to less than 50% passing is excellent. But overall, the defense, they didn't do what they usually do and dominate on that end of that side of the football this game. Uh, Indiana was able to convert a lot of third downs, convert a lot of plays that typically we get off the field with, and the pass rush for the most part was non-existent this game. We had a couple of sacks, a couple of hurries, and stuff like that, but there wasn't a lot of pressure on Ramsey. There was a lot of plays where he had a lot of time to move around in the pocket and find open receivers if he could, and I don't know if that's just their offensive line is really that good, or we're just having a bad game as far as pass rush goes. But this was definitely not Michigan's best game on the defensive end of things. I'm happy we got the victory. It's just basically survive, move on to the next game. Obviously, I don't think that we overlooked these guys or downplayed the game. It looked like we played maximum effort. It's just one of these games where you're playing against a divisional rival, conference rival, and they gave us their all. I mean, at least we're not playing FCS teams. It is what it is. Like I said, we just basically played, survived, move on to the next game. This is the biggest game of the season, and we've continued to take care of business. We got one more game that we got to handle to get us into the Big Ten championship and play against Northwestern. We got to get it done. I know it's not going to be an easy game. If this game was played like a few weeks ago, I would have felt that we would have just walked over and steamrolled Ohio, but I don't think it's going to be that simple. Us playing on the road is always a challenge. Our team seems to be offensively challenged on the road and not putting up the big numbers like they do at home. So this is going to be a tight game. We're going to be slightly favored, I would imagine, but it's not going to be something where we're just going to roll over these guys and win by like 35 points. I don't see that happening. Amazingly, didn't watch the game but followed it, and they were lucky to win against Maryland. I mean, I thought when I looked at the score inside the final of the score, I thought it was a basketball game. So, obviously some issues still there with Ohio's defense, but obviously their offense is still going, though Maryland is not exactly the recipe for resistance. So, they've survived 2 weeks in a row now. Well, not 2 weeks in a row, but no, actually, yeah, 2 weeks in a row. So it's going to be an interesting game when we go to Columbus. I think we have the pedigree and the skill set and the ability to win, but that's why you play the games. So overall, I'm happy we got the victory, but we have a lot of work to do. We got a lot of injuries, not not major, but a lot of cramping. So hopefully we can get all that taken care of and be ready for next week's game against Ohio. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps my channel. It's been helping my channel tremendously to help it to grow. And it just gets my videos out there for a lot of people to see. So thank you very much for everyone who's liked the video. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the game. You feel as though we played our worst game? Was it just that Indiana was up for the game? Let me know how you feel as far as the game goes. And if you like my videos and you like my content, subscribe to the channel if you love it. I'm trying to get this channel to grow and get it to over 1,000 subs. So if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel and help me to get this Michigan football channel growing as much as possible. Thank you for watching the video, and go Blue.